when the beats.
jwoodbeats.com.
What's up, champ? Hope you're having a fantastic day, whatever day of the week it is for you when you're watching this. Coming to you live from Paradise Island, Southend, right outside of Western Africa. Cigars here, cup of water, keeping things simple, but feeling absolutely fantastic about reality. Not want to be anywhere else at any other time in the world. This is another True Conversation, and if you're new to True Conversation, what you need to do right now to not miss out is that you need to subscribe. Of course you have to subscribe. If you want more honest conversation with yourself, if you want to dive into development of self, if you want to understand what's going on up here and use that to gain success in any realm of human endeavor, you have to subscribe. If you're really about that life, press the like button. And then, as I keep saying in previous episodes also, the more you comment, the more we understand what you can do. Because we're in this for the long run. We got the studio, we got 4 lights here, 2 in the back, 2 cameras, switcher, computer, all that good stuff. So we're in this for the long run. The faster you give us feedback, the faster we can get to that next level. And it's been a hell of a year. 2023 started off with coming home from New York, got flown in to train together with Madonna, lived at her home for some time, came back, got the announcement that I was gonna do TEDx, did TEDx, trained together with Mahumbi for some time, trained with him, lost access to my Instagram, started a new business. So now we're doing AI automation business, which is absolutely fantastic. And it was a quick turn in Sweden also. Now preparing for going back to Sweden. And one of the things that I've really understood this year is that perception creates reality. Whatever type of perception people have of you will create the reality and how you get treated. And this is going to be a talk about that. We are going to call this episode How to be Treated Like a King or Queen, depending on who you are, or how you identify with, or how you identify, considering how the world looks right now. And the moment you decide to take that step to go from good to great or from great to unstoppable, or however you perceive that, whenever you decide to go from that level you are in right now up to the next level, there has to be an internal improvement. There has to be an internal change. You can fabricate those changes, right? One of my childhood and even until today, biggest inspiration is Malcolm X. Malcolm X started as a small town boy, moved into the bigger city, started selling drugs, pimping women, doing drugs, living the fast lane life, got caught, got sent to jail, came out as a prominent figure of Nation of Islam, living that way of life. Do his pilgrimage to Mecca, comes back, says that, you know what? I messed up. It's not about black or white. I was praying next to white people, to Chinese people, to green people. It's about human race. And I'm willing to work with anyone, no matter what color you are. If you want to end this discrimination that exists on this earth. So that is just a reinvention. So he reinvented himself, kept on reinventing himself, kept on reinventing himself. It's never too late. White hand. White hand. And with that being said, it's never too late to approach that. It's never too approach to decide to go on that journey in life. You don't need to go to prison to do that, right? Now, here is the thing. The faster you get this, the faster you start to perceive yourself, the faster you start to act as if you're already there. This is not about fake it till you make it. I'm brutally anti fake it till you make it. What I'm all about is doing it until you are becoming it. Do the thing until you become the person. Do the action until you become the person. You want to become a millionaire? Do the things that millionaires do. You want to become, well, healthier? Do the things that healthy people do. Do you want to become mentally stronger? Do the things that mentally strong people do. Find a mentor, emulate him, copy and paste until that becomes you. Definitely good. Definitely good. Do it until you become it. All of these things that we keep saying, right? Because it's just perception. And I'll tell you guys this, like I said, in the last 14 months, I've been in the studio with Madonna. I've been in the studio with Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley is the producer of Michael Jackson's Remember the Time album. I've been in the studio with Grammy Award-winning artists such as Mumbi. Never, ever do I sit there and feel that I don't belong. I don't think that people are above me. I don't think that I'm above them neither, but I know who I am. I know damn sure who I am. I know what I've been through. I know what my ancestors has been through, and I know where we're going. More importantly, I know where we're going. So when I'm in those rooms, I'm representing me. I'm representing my ancestors, my bloodline, my family, my friends, the clique, the community, the young wolves. So they don't know who I am. And that's completely fine. But there is under no way, shape or form will I put myself under them. Why? Why? Why am I gonna put yourself over you? I'm in this studio because I belong here. I'm in this room because I belong here. If not, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sitting with these Grammy Award winning, training with iconic, like Madonna is arguably the second biggest, how do you call that? The second biggest artist in the history of mankind. Who do we got? Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince. Is like, that's Mount Rushmore. They're right there. Not once did I feel that she was over me. Not once did I feel that I was over her neither. But we are breathing the same air. We're looking at each other. You're human, I'm human. The situation is what it is. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. We're here to work. And this is not coming from a place of being arrogant. Absolutely not. But you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are, because I'm telling you right now, there are sharks out there. There are sharks out there, and they will feed off you unless you know who you truly are and what you bring to the table. And if they don't know what you bring to the table, don't worry. You're about to find out. You're about to find out real soon who I am. Don't worry about it. We know where we're going. Do not worry about it. And that comes with the imposter syndrome that most people have. Most people feel like, I'm an imposter, and that is a super normal sensation, and this is for anybody who's dealing with imposter syndrome. If you're dealing with imposter syndrome, best believe that everyone, as soon as you're going from level 1 to level 2 in whatever endeavor you are existing inside of, there will be a feeling of, wow, do I belong here? And the only way to get over that is to stay right where you are and don't flinch, don't panic, don't sell yourself low. Don't sell yourself low just because of your insecurities. Your insecurities does not have anything to do with the product or the results or the value that you're giving. That's just something that exists up here. And the best thing you can do with in those environments is shut the fuck up. Don't speak. Don't let your words show your insecurities. Because we all have this thing where we're getting, it's almost like our other people's lack of confidence other people's insecurities gets hurt of your self-confidence. And watch out for that. Rather just be quiet and don't sell yourself short. Because know that as soon as you're going from level 1 to level 2, or you're going up in the ladder of any type of hierarchy, you will feel that. You will feel imposter syndrome. And smart people, we understand that. We understand that. I won't go, let me see, what come up for an example. I won't go, if you're lecturing at a school and you're hearing the students talk, you don't judge, and let's say you're teaching at the university, right? Like, so I was at the university in Cape Verde. When I spoke to the first year students of the university and they presented something to us, I don't judge them. I don't think they're bad. Why? Because they just started university. So they are on the way, they are university students, but they are on the way, they're beginners. But when it comes to people that are on the third level or third year, yeah, of course we put more pressure on them. Why? Because they've been through 3 years of university and clever people understand this. The people that don't understand this, there is no reason for you to impress them anyway. There's no reason for you to impress them anyway. And when you're doing all of this, I'm telling you right now, let me drink some water before I continue. We do live in Africa, and let's just say it's warm here. Thank you, hand. When you are feeling like a king and you're treating your body as such, let's go with royalty because I know there's a lot of ladies watching. When you're feeling like royalty and you're treating yourself as royalty, your mind as royalty, your body as royalty, then everybody else around you will feel that and they will understand that this is your standard, this is where you draw the line, these are my boundaries, and nobody's going to be able to touch them. And nobody will question you. Nobody will question you. Nobody will question your boundaries. And then you can say, yeah, but you're talking about health and you're smoking a cigar. Look, research is saying this boosts your testosterone, number one. And then of all the things I'm not doing, please give me a cigar. We all have some guilty pleasures. I'm not about being perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. This is perfect for me. This is perfect for me. That's all it is. That's all it is. And think about it like this. When you are treating yourself and you're setting high standards to yourself, nobody's going to touch that, because people will understand that the standard you set for yourself, because we have this illusion that one magical day will rise to the occasion, that one magical day we will feel like, hey, I'm here. Now is the moment for me to be brave. Now is the moment for me to rise to the occasion and speak up. Not now, but one magical day. You don't fall. You don't rise to the occasion. You never rise to the occasion. You fall to the levels of your standards. You do not rise to the occasion. You fall to the levels of your standards. You set the standard. This is the standard I'm going to hold, and I refuse to go under this. No matter what's happening. This is where I go. This is where I draw the line. The line in the sand goes right here. Za! I don't step over this. Or I don't step back, however you want to see it. I'm doing a coaching group right now with one of the world's leading AI communities. And it's about 30,000 members in this group, and I had this question, and And somebody asked me, let me see if I can remember this question. Somebody asked me, what do you think about self-talk? And what do you think about self-talk for entrepreneurs and athletes? Which is a great question. And I told him, I believe that wherever you are in your career and whatever genre you're trying to get successful in, no matter what you are doing, self-talk is of the vital most importance. Pay attention that I did not say positive self-talk. This thing with positive self-talk, I'm not even sure if it works. I'm not even sure if positive self-talk works. I'm gonna be completely honest. I've read very little science that proves that this works. But I can guarantee you that negative self-talk affects your body negatively 100% of the times. Negative self-talk affects you negatively 100% of the time. And with that being said, there is still moments when you need to talk to yourself, not in a negative way. You don't talk to yourself in a negative way, but you need to put yourself at the spot, because royalties, kings and queens, are loyal to, number one, themselves first. I don't lie to myself. If I look myself in the mirror and I haven't done what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm honest with myself and I give myself a rough talk. I give myself the honest truth right there. You're fucking up right now. You're fucking up right now. Make sure to go back and do the necessary work. If it's too late, get your ass to bed and do the work tomorrow. Don't fuck up tomorrow. So you can be strict with yourself. Because if you're strict with yourself, you're holding yourself to a certain standard, and there is no way, shape, or form that you will miss if you keep that high standard. You have to be extremely disciplined and strict with yourself and tolerant with others. You have to be extremely strict with yourself if you want to be treated like royalty. At the same time, you have to be tolerant with others. I don't expect other people to live up to my high standards. Life is tough for a lot of people. I understand that. So I'm very tolerant with them. A lot of people have a hard time showing up on time. A lot of people have a hard time focusing their brain. A lot of people have a hard time to controlling their emotion because they're slave to their emotions. A lot of people have hard times to stop putting junk in their mouth. Pause. Because they are slaves to all the things they put in their mouth. They're a slave to their diets. People have a real hard time not taking their own thoughts as truth. So you are a slave to your thoughts. So I'm tolerant. I'm tolerant with people. But I'm very strict with myself. And there's so many people here watching. So many of us watching and listening to this podcast are like, I want to be treated like a queen. I am a queen. I'm a princess treatment. I'm a king, I deserve a queen. You don't deserve shit. You have no idea what it takes to be royalty. You have no idea what it takes. You can't even comprehend the amount of sacrifice that is needed in order for you to rule a kingdom, because you can't even rule yourself. You can't even make your bed. Like, how do you expect yourself to you don't even, your desktop look like trash. Like your backpack look like trash. You can't even keep ordering your backpack. How are you gonna keep ordering in a kingdom? What are you talking about? So level yourself up before you start to demanding things from the world. Ty Lopez had a great quote, and he's saying, the world is not yet a crazy place where people are just randomly getting things that they don't deserve. That's not how the world works. You have to deserve the things that you want, and if you want to be treated like royalty, make sure to behave as such. And so many of you are gonna mess this up. So many of you are gonna mess this up. So many of you are gonna watch this podcast and continue your life pretending that you didn't hear it. You clearly missed the previous lessons about the burden of knowledge. You're just gonna watch, consume, keep consuming. Why? Because you're addicted. You're addicted to self-development content. You're not addicted to self-development. You're not addicted to the developing of self. You are addicted to, let me rephrase this. Stumbled over the words. You are not addicted to the development of self. You are addicted to self-development content. Because it gives you a rush it gives you a rush of dopamine. It's like a sugar high. You feel good for the moment. It's almost like you justify, yeah, but I looked at Coach Sebastian, I looked at I don't know, 19 Keys or Gary Vaynerchuk or some other influencer. Now, I'm doing good. I'm moving forward. No, you don't. No, you don't. Just consumed. Just consumed. Just consumed. You didn't do anything with it. Knowledge is not power. We ran over this. Applied knowledge is power. And if you want to be treated as royalty, I promise you, you have to do the necessary work. Because people at the top, they will recognize if you're faking it. Do you know how many dancers that I met that have been faking it for so many years? They made a career. People made a career out of faking it. People made a fucking career out of faking it. Dancers, I promise you, professional dancers, clowns. They made a career out of faking it. But when we're stepping into the circle, when we're stepping into a cypher, when you and me are stepping into the studio, I will see straight away if you faked it. There is no way you can hide around it. There's no way you can hide around it. And I promise you, true professionals will know if you faked it or not. That's where you fall. People will call you out. People will call you out. You can only fake it for just so long. This is why it's not about faking it until you're making it. It's about doing it until you're becoming it. I'm talking about this thing inside of my TEDx talk. This has nothing to do with each other. And if you're on an entrepreneurial endeavor, or if you are on any type of challenge, any type of journey, as the bureau terms are, there will be a moment when people will ask you for your price. There will be a moment where people will check your standards. Your price, your standards have to be so high that people are like, oof. Your price is what? Your price is what? Is that much? Damn, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I've done free platforms. I've given out coaching for free. I've given out tickets to our festival that we had for free. I've given out boot camp tickets for free. The people that get it for free, a tiny fraction of them accomplish what they promised. Why? Because if you don't pay, you don't pay attention. And then guess the people who are the people that succeeded? Who are the people that succeeded? Ones that pay the most. Same product. Because every once in a while my heart gets soft, you know? Every once in a while your heart gets soft, you're like, hey, let me help this individual. You obviously have a mental health problem. Your current physicality is a joke. Let me reach out. Well, not even let me reach out. Let me just help you. Don't show up. Arrive late. Half effort. And then you have other people. Other people show up. People that pay $5,000+ for the same product. Who do you think got the best result? The more they pay, the more they pay attention. This is why you need to do things. You have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in mentors. You have to invest in traveling. You have to do these things. You have to go to boot camps. It's a lot of money short term, but don't be penny wise and dollar foolish. Invest in yourself. If you want to get to that royalty level, I promise you, you have to invest in yourself. There's no other way around it. If you want to get to that next level, and this is not for everyone. This is not for everyone. Being royalty, I promise you, is not for everyone. We had this conversation about entrepreneurship. It's not for everyone. If you want a six-pack 365 days a year as yours truly, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone, I promise you. You have to. I don't even like the word sacrifice because I don't feel I'm sacrificing something, because the reward in the back end is so great that it's not even a sacrifice. It's an offering. I'm offering this. I'm offering a little bit of suffering right now in order to reap the rewards in a couple of months/years. I offer this to the gods as a what do you call it? A sacrifice lamb, almost. It's an offering to the gods, to the universe, that look, I'm not doing this now and I get delayed gratification. I'm not eating this cookie. It's an offering. Why? Because of the gratification on the back end. We had this conversation today. I've been up working non-stop since 5:30 for I don't know how many days in a row right now. It's 8 p.m. at night. We are 14, 15 hours of working right now. I did not have energy to do this podcast. I don't felt like doing it. Doesn't matter. I'm willing to do this now because the reward on the back end is going to be great. And I know that for every podcast I'm recording, I'm getting better. I'm getting a little bit better. I'm getting a little bit better, a little bit better. So I'm not focusing on the big mountain in front of me. I'm not focused on like, oh my God, how will I ever get to the interview on the Joe Rogan Experience or high-level conversation or Diary of a CEO. I will get there. We will get there. All of us watching. Mark my words. 3-5 years coming. We're not focusing on the big mountain in front of us. We're focused on taking the right next step. Then when I took the right next step, I'm gonna focus on taking the right next step. Then I'm gonna focus on taking the right next step. I coached some people that were climbing Mount Everest. And we came up with this strategy where we called it, there is no mountain. Because if you're climbing Mount Everest and you're looking at the totality of the world's highest mountain, and you're climbing and you're just staring up, and it's like, oh my God, I've been climbing for 6 hours and I only went this little distance, and now I have this huge distance in front of me. How will I ever make it? Don't worry, there is no mountain. The right next step. And focus on putting my hand at the right next step. And putting my foot at the right next step. That's how you do it. There's a symbolism there you can apply to every step along the way. Understand what you need to offer, or how much of an offering or sacrifice that you have to do in order for you to get to that level that you want to get to. This journey is not for free, let me tell you that much. But winning, I'm gonna end this episode with a great quote from serial entrepreneur Ed Mylett, and he says, winning is more fun than fun is fun. Stay sharp and go to work.